I really wish someone sat me down a lot sooner and told me all these things. It definitely would have saved me a lot of time and unnecessary stress. But there's no going back. All I can do now is share these with you in hopes that they impact you as much as they've impacted me. Everyone is insecure about something. Maybe they're not insecure in the same way that you are or about the same things that you're insecure about, but I promise you, every single person on this planet has their insecurities. Some people cover it up a lot better than others. Some people can push past it a lot better than others, but you are not alone. Your insecurities are vulnerable and they're scary, but you need to stop giving them so much power. You give them all of this attention. No wonder they're at the forefront of your mind all the time. No wonder they're holding you back from going after all of the things you've always wanted to go after. Nobody looks at your insecurities the way that you look at your insecurities. Nobody cares about your insecurities the way that you care about your insecurities. And chances are, nobody even notices the things that you're insecure about. You have so many incredible traits that outshine your insecurities. I promise you, no one gives them as much attention as you think they do. Nobody has all the answers. Truly, we are all just doing our best at life. Some people take more risks than others. Some people like to stay in their comfort zone. But just because somebody took a risk absolutely does not mean that they suddenly came up with all of the answers, that they've suddenly figured out every single step to get them to their desired destination. They just threw themselves into the fire and made the conscious decision to pursue whatever it is they wanted to pursue, even in the face of uncertainty and even without all the answers they were under the impression they needed to have. You will figure out the answers along the way. Doesn't matter how many books you read, how many podcasts you listen to, how many courses you take. Sometimes the answer has to come in doing the thing. You can consume all of this knowledge and do your best to learn and retain all the information, but information will only get you so far. And until you put that information into action, there are things that you're just not gonna know. You have to take the action in order to receive the answers. And you have to be okay with messing up and failing and being discouraged and going through periods when you feel like you absolutely made the wrong decision. If you're going through those periods, just know that you are on the right track. If you are going through those periods, that is your higher power testing you and seeing if you will falter and go back to your old, weaker self. That's your higher power checking to see if you are ready to receive all of the blessings and all of the abundance that it has for you. If you are ready to face these trials and tribulations and conquer them and make it out onto the other side. You truly do figure it out as you go. And you truly can fake it till you make it. There is some truth to fake it till you make it. If you are not yet subscribed to my channel, I would so appreciate if you click that subscribe button. I really don't think that you would regret it. I think that there are much more regrettable things that you could do. I think you'll really like it over here. Be loud, be you, and the people that don't like it weren't meant to be in your life anyways, and the sooner that they show you that, the better. There have been too many people to count who have told me that my energy is too much, that I'm too outgoing, that I'm too excited, that I'm too happy. I have literally been shushed before solely for being energetic and happy and in a good mood. At the time, I thought that there was something wrong with me. I thought maybe I should tone it down. Maybe I am a little bit annoying. Thank goodness I moved past that phase. Now I love myself more than ever. I know myself more than ever. I am more confident than ever, and it's all because I didn't waver in who I truly was. Of course, there are moments when I quieted myself to please others, probably way too many moments. But where I am today is the most authentic and genuine I feel like I've ever been, and I couldn't be happier. And all of those people who told me that I was too much, that I was too energetic, that I was too outgoing, that I was too happy, that I was always too positive, first of all, that's their issue, not mine to deal with. They have too much darkness in them to be able to accept the light that I have in me. And second of all, if they're telling me that my authentic, genuine self is too much for them, then I probably shouldn't be in their life and they probably shouldn't be in mine. And all you can do there is be grateful that they showed you that you don't need to waste your time on them anymore. They're not worthy of your time because you're up here right now and they're just gonna bring you down to their level. I've done that way too many times where I'm up here and I'm just trying desperately to bring this person up to my level, but the chances are you're gonna end up stooping down here. Your life is too short to stoop down to somebody else's level and neglect your true self. It is never worth it to abandon yourself to please somebody else. Never, ever, 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 because at the end of the day, the only person that you have in your life is who? Is you. Stop asking other people what you should do. The more you ask other people what you should do, the less and less you listen to yourself, the less and less you listen to your intuition, to your own opinions, and that is when you start losing yourself. The more you ask other people what you should do, the more value you put on other people's opinions, and the more hurt you're going to get if other people's opinions aren't aligned with the opinion that you have of yourself. Then you're going to start internalizing other people's opinions because you've placed so much weight on what they have to say, even though that's not actually how you feel about yourself. And that's just a mess that you really want to avoid. You spent your entire life internalizing other people's opinions. That's why you have self-doubts and limiting beliefs and imposter syndrome. There's no need to keep doing that. If you put on an outfit and you think that that outfit is cute, wear that outfit. If you can't decide which picture to post on your Instagram, go with whichever one you like. If you think that a guy or a girl doesn't actually like you, then they probably don't, and there is no reason for you to call your friend and ask them what they think. We need to start listening to our intuition, actually trusting our gut. When I was in high school, one of my science teachers told us that the first answer you think is correct is usually the correct answer, and the more that you think about it and doubt yourself, the more likely it is that you're actually going to put down the wrong answer. And anytime that happened, I swear I would come up with the first answer and I would doubt myself and change it. The first answer was always right. We just don't listen to our gut. We let that negative self-talk take over. Start sitting in silence with yourself and become able to listen to you. If you have the opportunity and you don't have a buttload of responsibilities, take chances. Take chances, say yes to new opportunities, try new things. I don't care how old you are. Yes, this is ideally in your 20s, but you can do this when you're in your 40s too. Maybe you have more responsibilities as a 40-year-old, but just because you're 40 doesn't mean that you're not allowed to take chances anymore. Just because you're 40 doesn't mean that your life is set in stone, that you're stuck in this little box. You can change your life today. You can change your life tomorrow. You can change your life at any point that you decide you want to change your life. We only live life one time, and most of us take it so seriously. Nobody knows what's going on. Everybody is essentially just guessing. If you really stop and take a moment and look around you, every single thing that is now 3D reality was once just somebody's idea. And then they took a chance and they turned it into reality. Life should be beautiful and fun, and you should wake up every single day excited for another opportunity at life, not dreading the rat race that you're stuck in. If you want to change your life and you don't have massive amounts of responsibilities, and if you make a change, you're not going to screw your kids over and not be able to feed them, then go out and change your life. Age is just a number. It doesn't matter if you're 20, if you're 40, if you're 60, if you're 80. If you have a dream and you have something that you want to pursue, you want to travel, you want to start a new career, you want to start your own business, you want to start a YouTube channel, whatever it is, if you have that dream in you, then it is meant for you to pursue it. Dreams don't care how old you are. Dreams just want to be acted upon. So take chances. As long as you're not hurting anybody in the process, take the risk and do the thing that you've always wanted to do. Life is too short not to. It's too short to sit in that cubicle under artificial life, getting artificial air blown on you, not seeing sunlight throughout any of the day, doing kind of meaningless jobs and making other people money. There has never been a better time to take a chance on yourself. There are so many opportunities. Say yes. Believe in yourself, even and especially when no one else does. There is a possibility that you will have nobody around you that believes in you. Or you'll have people around you who believe in you, but they don't really believe in you. You know what I mean? They say they do, but in reality, they don't think that you're actually capable of achieving the things that you say you're going to achieve. The only person that you have in this life is you. This doesn't mean that those other people don't love you. It doesn't mean that those other people want to see you fail. It just means that they can't picture themselves achieving the things that you picture yourself achieving. So if they can't see themselves doing it, they're definitely not going to be able to see you doing it. You don't need anybody in your life to be your biggest cheerleader other than you. You don't need anybody in your life to motivate you other than you. And you don't need anybody in your life to believe in you other than you. It is your responsibility to turn your dreams into a reality. Whether your friends and your family believe in you or whether they constantly berate you and tell you that you can't do it. It is amazing to have a community of people who support you, and that is what Thrive Academy is, let me just tell you. But you can't wait for that to happen. You have to have unwavering faith in yourself and in your ambition and in your ability to achieve every single thing that you put your mind to. You are the only person that needs to believe in yourself to make it happen. Someone is always going to be better than you. Comparing yourself to other people might be the biggest waste of your time. It is literally impossible to compare yourself to someone else. You are one of one, they are one of one. There are always going to be differences between two people. And if you are trying so hard to become another person, what are you even doing with your life? You're losing all of your beautiful traits, all of your uniqueness, all of your autonomy, all of your authenticity to turn into this other person. And for what? The only person that you should be comparing yourself to is the person that you were yesterday. The only person you should try to be better than is the person that you were yesterday. It is a you versus you. It is never you versus them. It's a waste of time to compare yourself to them because you want to be the best you can be. You don't want to be like other people. You want to be like you. And if you don't want to be like you, that is a whole separate problem you need to deal with. You are beautiful and you are special and you are unique. And if you feel like you need to be better than other people, you actually really need to put in a lot of work on loving yourself. You are never, ever, ever going to be that person. And that is beautiful. You should be grateful for that because you are you and you are incredible. And every single day you should be working to make yourself even more incredible. Not spending all of your time staring at pictures of other people and wishing that you were like them. Make yourself better. Put the time and the energy and the effort into you and love yourself unconditionally. Consistency really is key. I know it sounds so cliche, but truly you need to be so consistent in whatever it is that you're doing in order to see the results that you want to see. I thought for the longest time that I could just give all these things a try for a couple weeks and I would absolutely find massive success with them in that time period. Not to spoil the ending, but that didn't work. You have to be consistent and you have to do things that are authentic to you. You can't look at what other people are doing and decide that you should do it because it looks like it's bringing them massive success. If it's not something that you align with and it's not something that you feel like can be sustainable for you, it is not going to work and there's no point in wasting your time trying to do it. We get so much shiny object syndrome, especially with being on our phones all the time. There's always something new to be doing. There's always a new side hustle. There's always a new trend. There is always something new to be doing. And that gets us so excited and we get that rush of dopamine and we're like, oh, I want to try this thing. Listen to me. Listen to me. I need you to listen to me. Stick with what you're doing. Even if you're not seeing the results that you want to see in the time that you want to see them, do not get distracted by all of these other things that all these other people are doing. Stick with your thing. I tried all of the side hustles. Nobody knows this, but I have tried everything. I've tried drop shipping. I've tried setting up an Etsy store. I've tried doing digital downloads. I have tried all of the popular side hustles. I'm not even going to list the rest because they're just embarrassing. If I had actually listened to myself, listened to the fact that, hey, I want to help people. Hey, I wrote in my manifestation journal 4 years ago that I want to be a YouTube creator. I wrote that I wanted to help people with personal development. I knew what I wanted to do, but I let that imposter syndrome and those limiting beliefs come up and I let that shiny object syndrome take over and I said, no, I'm actually going to try this, and this, but because it's not actually what I want to do, obviously it's not going to work out. Listen to yourself and figure out what you actually want to do and then be so consistent with it. You cannot do it for a couple weeks and expect to see massive success. When you see people who are incredibly successful and it looks like they're an overnight success, they're not. It took years of work to get there. You're just seeing them in their last chapter. You didn't see all the chapters before. You didn't see the 25 chapters where they were consistently showing up on a daily basis, on a weekly basis. Consistency is key. The answer to your problems is in doing the thing that you are avoiding doing. You have to do the hard things. There is no way around it. The thing that you are avoiding doing is probably the thing that's going to change your life. The thing that you keep postponing is actually the thing that you need to be spending the most time on. The thing that you keep putting off till later in the day when you don't actually have the most energy to do it is the thing that you need to be doing early in the morning when you are your most efficient. It's scary, it's hard, it's uncomfortable, it is unfamiliar, but nobody gets anywhere by staying comfortable. You are not going to get anywhere if you keep avoiding doing the things that are hard. Just rip the Band-Aid off and do the dang thing. I promise you it will make the biggest difference in your life. And The more that you do things that are hard, the more confidence you build up, the more strength you get, the more discipline you get, the more willpower you get, the easier it becomes to do hard things, and the more you believe in yourself. You believe in your capability to achieve the things that you've always wanted to achieve. It's never going to be perfect. You're never going to be ready. You're never going to feel like starting, and the longer you put something off, the less likely you are to do it. All of these are just excuses that lead you to procrastinate more and more and more and more and more, and then never do the thing. The timing, the circumstances, your mood, you are never, ever going to feel like it. So waiting to feel like it will literally put you on your deathbed. The perfect time, never gonna happen. Feeling ready, never gonna happen. The perfect situation, never gonna happen. So, spoiler alert, if those things never happen, you're never gonna start, which means that you're gonna be on your deathbed regretting the fact that you never did the thing that you wanted to do. Regretting the fact that you didn't start the second that you had the idea. I really need you to listen to this one. You are so much more capable than you think you are. The mind has such a negativity bias and loves to grasp onto anything and everything negative. It especially loves limiting beliefs, imposter syndrome, self-doubt, and fear. If you've watched any of my videos before, you know that I've talked a lot about how limiting thoughts aren't usually your thoughts at all. They're actually other people's thoughts that you've internalized throughout the years that cause you to have this negative programming that you now live by. The negative programming is very loud and it is very hard to quiet, but it is not impossible. You have to be so consistent in giving yourself positive affirmations and practicing self-love and doing the hard things and proving to yourself that you are capable of doing the hard things and building up that confidence. You have to be so self-aware and recognize immediately when that negativity comes up and shut it down. Instead of doing what you would normally do, not your fault, the mind has a negativity bias, and feeding that narrative. Start prioritizing positive self-talk. Start sitting in silence and getting to know yourself, and start recognizing that you are badass and you are capable and you are strong. You are ambitious and you are absolutely going to achieve everything you put your mind to. If you are watching my videos, I know for a fact that you are going to achieve so much, because if you're watching my videos, you're also taking action. And if you're not taking action, what are you waiting for? It is so important that you start taking action the second you think you want to start taking action. Start doing the things that you cannot go a day without thinking about. Those things are meant for you to do them. And if they're meant for you to do them, that means that you guys are aligned and you are destined to achieve success in doing that. If you stay consistent and you stay true to yourself and you keep your heart open. That is all I have for you guys today. I love you so much. You know the drill. If you like the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you like me, subscribe to the channel. I don't know why you're not already subscribed. And if you haven't yet joined my school community, it is called Thrive Academy. It is free. I created it so that people who are working to become the best version of themselves have a beautiful community and a beautiful support network. And truly, it is so beautiful over there. I'm so blessed and grateful for every single person that has joined. I'm so blessed and grateful for every single person that is subscribed to my channel that's watching this video right now. You guys have literally changed my life, and I do not go an hour without thinking about that. It's so crazy that I'm living in my dream, and I want you to do it as well. I want everybody to be able to be as happy as I am every single day. And that is not me bragging. That's not me flexing on you. I truly want everybody to reach this level of happiness. That's why I show up here every day. I want to make such a big impact. You guys know what my goals and my dreams are. I love you guys to absolute pieces, and I will talk to you very soon.